What is going on, guys? Welcome to Greggles TV. In this video, I'm going to give you tips and tricks for the Google Pixel 5. First thing that you want to do is let's press and hold on the home screen and let's go into home settings. Inside of home settings, there's a bunch of stuff in here, notification dots. If that's turned on, that's going to allow you to get notifications, or at least show little dots and bubbles and things like that when you get that notification. Just turn that on. As long as you have that on, you'll be able to, like I said, see notification dots next to apps and things like that. Let's go back in here. Let's go back into home settings again. At a glance at the top of your home screen, it's going to allow you to see calendar events and work profile events. You can turn that on or off. I like having it both on. So if I have a calendar event, it'll show it up here. Very cool stuff. Makes it way more accessible. Add app icons to home screen. I keep that on when I download a new app. It's going to automatically put it on my home screen. You can turn that off if you don't want that to happen. Swipe to access the Google app. So what that means is it's going to show this, all this information right here, all this Google stuff. I love this. It's like news, really accessible, really easy to catch on and read. I love that stuff in there. So if you want to keep that on, keep it on right there. We have suggestions for all apps in home screen suggestions. You can turn that on or off, and that's going to show up in your apps list, suggestions on the home screen as well. And what that means is up here, it'll show, when you look at all your apps, it'll show apps that either just recently used or it thinks that you want to use. I like that, so I keep it on. But you can turn it off within here if you'd like. Allow your home screen to rotate if you want to turn it on. Just turn it on. What that basically does is if it's turned on, you could turn your home screen like this and it would auto rotate. I keep it off because I don't like my home screens to rotate on this kind of display. What we want to do next, I'm going to jump into quick toggles. I'm going to show you quick couple of things on quick toggles. Swipe down from the top. This is your quick toggles in here. And what I wanted to show you is one is screen record. So if you don't see screen record, it's going to be, it should just say screen record, and it's right there. You should see it. If you don't see it, hit this pencil and you should see it somewhere down here if you swipe down. And if you see it down here, all you're gonna do is add it. So if you wanna add something in here, all you do is press and hold and then drag it up toward the darker spot or the lighter spot, hit the back button, and then you'll see it. You should see it anyway. So quick screen record, what it does is it records your screen, exactly what it means. If you press and hold it, it's going to open up and you can choose different settings in here. You can record the audio with your microphone or just the device sound if you want, or both, device and microphone. And also you can show touches on the screen, so it makes it a little bit easier when you do record. Hit start and it will show you exactly, you're recording your screen. And when you're done, just swipe down from the top, tap it, and it will save it to your photos. So just go into your Google Photos and you'll see that file. But that's how you screen record on your phone. Next, let's go into settings. So hit settings, that's the little gear right here. Once you hit that gear, next what we're gonna do is go into battery. Inside of battery, what we're going to do is we're gonna look for battery percentage. Turn that on if you like it, and that'll show you your battery percentage at the top. You can turn it on or off. I like seeing it instead of just having the bar. The bar's so small and sometimes it's hard to tell exactly what your battery life would be if you had it turned on. So I keep battery percentage turned on. Battery share is a cool one. If you turn that on, that allows you to charge a device such as Pixel Buds or anything else, a phone, on the back of your device. So you just turn that on from here, flip your phone over, throw something on the back, and again, you can charge a wireless device on the back of your phone. Lastly, in battery, adaptive battery is kind of a good one to have on. If you turn that on, it basically learns how to use your phone, and eventually you'll get better battery life. So I would definitely, without a doubt, keep that on. Go back to the main screen of settings and let's go into display. Inside display is a bunch of stuff in here. Dark theme, I like having it dark. It's better with battery life and it's easier on your eyes. It's not gonna hurt your eyes as much, but you can turn it off if you want it, the screen to be white. Night light, this allows you to get that kind of yellow look, the yellow tint to your screen so you don't have as many blue lights. You can turn that on. You can even set a schedule if you want. Come in here and turn on like sunrise to sunset or set a custom time, all that stuff, and you can do that whenever you'd like for night light. Just make it a little bit more yellow. Adaptive brightness is a good one. It basically determines, if you turn it on anyway, it will auto change the brightness of the screen depending upon how bright or how dark it is in the environment. And if you turn that on, it'll automatically do that for you. Otherwise, turn it off if you want to manually control it yourself. Next, what we want to do is we want to go into advanced screen timeout. I set it to 2 minutes. That's the one I recommend. I think that's the happiest medium of the screen, turning on and off for you. Screen attention, this is a great one. So basically, it uses your front camera and doesn't record anything, but what it does is if it sees eyes on the screen, like you staring at your screen, the screen won't turn off. So if you were looking at social media, but you weren't touching the screen, it would automatically keep the screen on because it sees your eyes. I like that feature. I would definitely recommend turning that one on. We also have the colors. Colors is a good one. If you want to change your colors, you want more natural look, boosted or adaptive. I set it to adaptive. I think that's the best look for it. Smooth display, definitely without a doubt, turn that on. Turning that on will allow your screen to have a refresh rate of up to 90 Hertz. It just makes everything smoother when you scroll and play games. Definitely recommended. Take advantage of that. If you need to change the font size to a larger size so you can see it easier, all you're gonna do is come in here and make it bigger, larger, whatever you want. Same thing with display size. You can come in here and make it really big, everything on the screen, so it really pops up in case you're having trouble reading the phone. That's an easy place to make things a little bit bigger on here. Lock screen at the bottom, tap that. And in here, bunch of stuff on here. So you can show your notifications on your lock screen. If you tap that, you can show all your notification content or just show sensitive content only when unlocked, or don't show notifications at all. You can add text to your screen, so you can be like, hey, if you find this phone, call this number, blah, blah, blah. It's a good place to put that. Show lockdown option. So if you want to display power button option that turns off smart lock, biometric unlocking, and notifications on the lock screen, you can turn all that on. Now playing. So if you keep this on, this is going to show you music that it's heard playing through the speaker. You almost think of it like Shazam. Shazam, you press that and it'll tell you what song's playing. This will do it automatically from your lock screen and tell you, and you can come in here and look at your now playing to see what it's heard recently. And if you like the song, like say it was Frank Sinatra, I can tap that, and then at the bottom it shows me a bunch of music services that I have. I can tap on it, add it as a playlist, or just listen to it again. Very, very cool stuff to go in there and use that now playing feature. Always show the time and info. You can turn that on or off, and it increases the battery life. So that's going to be like when your screen is off, when you turn your screen on, it'll automatically pop up that information right there. So just something to know. Other good ones, you can tap to check your phone. So you double press the screen's off, double press it, and it'll check your phone. Or you can lift your phone up. If these two things are on, lifting your phone will also turn your display on as well. And you can also wake your screen for notifications. This is like an iPhone type thing. So when the screen is dark, it turns on for new notifications. So if your screen was off and you got a new notification, the screen would automatically wake up, kind of alerting you to a notification. If you don't like that, go back to the main screen of settings. And the next one that we want to go into is the sounds. So go into sounds and vibrations, and this is where you control all your volumes right here, your media volume, your call volumes, your ring volumes, your alarm volumes. This is gonna be where you control all that stuff. You can also turn on Do Not Disturb, live captions if you want to have captions turned on, which means like anytime it hears sound on your phone, it would automatically display a caption. I don't like that, but if you want to, you can turn it on right here. It gets a little bit confusing and overtakes, I think, the usage of the phone. Click on advanced, and in advanced is where you can come in and change all your notification sounds, your ringtones and things like that. Just come in here and choose the one you like, and that's where you change it. So very easy to do all this stuff. You can also turn on and off your sounds, your touch sounds, your vibration sounds. If you don't want it to vibrate when you touch it, you can turn it on and off right there. Screen locking sounds, turn that on and off as well. Next, what we want to do is we want to go into security down here, and in security you can do a couple of things here. So you can add another fingerprint. So if you want to add another fingerprint, you can hit add fingerprint and add that other fingerprint. Also, when we go back, smart lock is a fantastic one. This is going to allow you to keep your phone unlocked in different situations. For instance, if a trusted place, like you can put in a certain address and it'll always keep the phone unlocked, maybe your house or work or something like that. Trusted devices, keep it unlocked if it's connected. When it's connected to like a certain pair of headphones or a watch or your car, you can always keep the phone unlocked. I like this stuff. Come in here and play around with Smart Lock. I definitely recommend that. Let's go back to the main screen of settings. And next we want to go into the system. So go into system towards the bottom here and go into gestures. There's a ton of stuff in here. Swipe fingerprint for notifications. So if you turn that on, it's going to allow you to swipe on the back of your fingerprint sensor to see your quick toggles and see your notifications. I like this one. It doesn't get in the way and it's very, very handy. Quickly open the camera. If you double press the power button, it's going to open up your camera. There you go, opens up my camera. Next, if you keep it on, you can flip your camera for a selfie. You'll see right here by just flipping the phone a little bit, it'll turn on to selfie camera when you're inside the camera. System navigation, if you like to use the gestures like we're using right now, you can do that, or you can go back to the traditional buttons and it'll add the buttons at the bottom instead. You can also go into gestures and customize this a little bit. You can move the back gesture from the left edge or the right edge. So there's definitely some customizations as well in here. Next, well, power button's a good one. Flip to shush, actually. So flip to shush, if you turn this on and you flip your screen over to the, like this, so it's on the table, it will mute your notifications. Very, very handy, very, something that you might love. So you might want to turn that one on. And then power menu. Power menu is a great one too. So you can turn, so it shows your cards and your passes and things like that, and your device controls, your sensitive content, you control cards and controls if you turn that on. So what that means is when you press and hold your power button, it brings this up and it will show you any Google Pay cards you have on file. At the top, you can do emergency, you can power off, you can restart. You also can control your smart home stuff towards the bottom here. So very, very handy stuff. Take a step back and go into advanced towards the bottom here. And you're gonna see multi-users. If you have multiple people using this phone, you can click here and you can turn this on and you can add additional users. So if they want to have different home screens and they see different apps and things like that, this is a great place to add multiple users. Lastly, let's launch the camera. Inside the camera, you have all these different settings towards the bottom. If you want additional ones, go to the bottom and click on more. You'll see panorama, you'll see photosphere, you'll also see lens. Also, if you go to video, for instance, you can come into video and you can see a little arrow pointing there. If you tap it, you can come in here and change and turn on flash. You can change video quality to 4K, up to 4K 60 or 4K 30. You also have, if you see the bottom here, you have 6X. If you want to use that wide angle, just tap that. Regular. And then that camera as well. So you have 3 different lenses here that you can switch between. Slow motion as well as normal, and time lapse if you want to do video. Camera, same thing. You'll see ultra wide, right, normal, and then that one as well. Portrait, and then all that stuff. And again, you can come in here and click these. You'll always see extra settings at the top to turn on. For instance, this is like for photos. You can turn off face retouching or turn on timers or change the image size. Go into here and get even more settings as well, such as if you want to turn off your camera sounds, which I definitely recommend. You have gestures for the cameras. For the volume key, you can have it take to be your shutter button so it takes photos. Framing hints, you can turn on grid type if you want. Video stabilization, audio zoom to get better sound when you zoom into something. So that is all my tips and tricks for the Pixel 5. If you have more that I missed out on, let me know in the comments down below. Thanks for watching. See you down the road. Peace.